Andy, obviously difficult game today against Montrose. What was your view on the game?
Yeah, really frustrated to lose the game. I think there wasn't much in it at all. Really, it was in all honesty, I didn't think the quality was great from either side, to be fair. And ultimately, they've won it with a bit of quality from a set play. It's a great delivery. But we spoke before the game about how they're such a big threat from a set play, from set plays. They scored against us in the League Cup from a set play. We know their danger from it. So for us to give away as many as we did was really disappointing. And then you want to deal with it better when it comes in there. So I think that really was the difference today. One moment of quality in the game, and ultimately it's cost us dear. So really disappointed in the way we played. I thought in the final third there was so much more to come, and we just didn't have that spark that we've had. Listen, we've had a lot of the season so far, so it's as much as I'm frustrated and I'm really gutted to lose the game. You always are. I think it's about putting things in perspective and looking at it from a balanced point of view and saying, right, okay. And I spoke to the players about it. Yeah, we're angry at not winning the game. The only thing they can do is channel that into next week's game here, home to Cove. That's all they can do is get in Tuesday, get in Thursday, work really hard, work on different things that we can do better, which we know there's plenty of from that today. But it is important to put things in perspective. We're all frustrated after the game. I'm out here frustrated. You get fans frustrated, shouting and that, and I'm the same. I get that feeling. I understand where it comes from. But that's where my job is to take that step back and go, right, okay, how can we go and beat Cove next week? Because ultimately that is all that matters now. It's disappointing, but let's go next week here, home to Cove, and get 3 points and get back on it.
I know you touched on it briefly, but what do you think was missing in the final third today?
Just that wee bit of quality. That's what was missing. It was just whether it was the wrong decision, whether it was just that wee bit of class that we've had so far this season. So it's difficult because you're asking players. The wide players have been excellent for us so far, and it didn't come off today. But they've been excellent all season. They're going to have games where it doesn't come off. So what is important was I thought the subs came on and made a difference today. I thought Callum Adamson did really well. I thought LD gave us a spark as well. So, and even Luke Rankin when he came on for the last 10 minutes. And again, that's something I need to reflect on. I was considering going to the Diamond earlier than I did. We lose the goal, then I go to the Diamond. So that's something for me to reflect on. Say, should I have done it before it at 0-0 and taken the chance to go and win the game? So whilst there's loads for the players to take away, there's stuff for me to take away as well. And I think that's really important when you lose a game of football. What can you do better? And that's exactly what the plan will be this week. What can we do better and come next week get 3 points?
I know another player's come in from the Rangers cooperation agreement. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Lewis Stewart, he's wide player. Gives us something different. He hadn't trained with the players, so in fact his confirmation only came through today at, just after 12 o'clock. So it's really difficult when that happens. But I wanted him to be part of the squad today. I wanted him to be in amongst it because it's important that we've got options in those wide areas. With Cammy filling in at left back at the moment, we only really have Calvin and Stephen Buchanan. So we need competition all over the pitch. I think that's what we've got at the moment. We see that when we get, in a couple of weeks' time, when we get a bit of clarity over the defensive side of things and we get a couple of bodies back, we'll be in a much stronger place. But that's not to say the guys out there today didn't. Dave Mackay, I'm asking him to go and play right back, and I thought he did it. As well as I thought he did well. And Cammy at left back, I'm asking them to do a job that is a little bit alien to them. I thought Charlie and David were excellent in the centre of the defence, but ultimately we need competition for places. That's what's going to drive us on and drive us forward, and it's down to us over the next week or so to try and do that.
On the defensive injuries, is that what we're kind of looking at about 2 weeks before people start to come back?
It's just a variety amongst them. We're waiting on a couple of things back for a few of them, but yeah, hopefully in 1-2 weeks we'll be looking in a much healthier position defensively to like I say, add that competition for places.